Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining us again today. I have got a very short video tutorial for you today that will show you how to add a countdown timer in Squarespace. Just before I get into it, there's a link in the description for this video that will take you to a free trial version of the Squarespace editor, which we'll be using today. So if you want to give it all a go, then all you need to do is click that link down below. Okay, so for this tutorial to add the countdown timer, you'll need an account with Elfsight. It's a third-party provider of widgets, and it's something that we've used on the channel quite a few times before, so you may have seen it around. It's very popular, and you don't need to pay. It's all free for what we're going to do today, and it gives you the ability to do a bunch of stuff. We use it for embedding Google Ads and things like that as well. However, for today, we're going to use it to make a countdown timer. And once you log into Elfsight and sign in with a free account, if you navigate to the applications menu, which is right here, and then all you need to do is type in the word count. That will be enough. And then you can see that I've got this countdown timer widget here, just on the left-hand side. So if I hit create widget, when I hover over it, it then takes me to a bunch of preset countdown timers that I can choose from. So if it doesn't look exactly like the one you want, pick the closest thing, and then you can modify it to look like yours. So I'm going to pick that big yellow one with a red background because I think it looks quite eye-catching, and then I can continue with that template on the bottom left then there. Obviously, I can edit every facet of that now, okay? So I can change the type into start to finish, remaining count time, or start to finish number. And then obviously if I've got remaining counter selected, it then allows me to select the remaining time period or set the day, set the time in hours, days, minutes, seconds. And you want to restart it at any point, and where in the banner, so this big yellow block that it appears, what the message is. So you can obviously just select that, delete it, and type your own in. And obviously, as you can see, it has the ability to display emojis and little things like that as well. Any counters, labels, and anything you want to add to it there. And then obviously, if you want to kind of add a couple of things to it, you can add a button, for example, and then it gives you then some options to kind of, link it to a URL or what the text is and etc. And then obviously here in the appearance tab, then you've got the ability to stylize it. So you've got colors there in a little sub menu, and then sizes and fonts, animations, the type of sort of counter. So if you want something a little bit more traditional or something a little bit more digital looking, you can do so there. And then obviously you can apply themes to it as well. It's Christmas time at the moment of making this, so obviously it's got the sort of Christmas theme selected. We've obviously got Halloween and a couple of different kind of background themes like that for you. So once you've customized it and you're happy with it, you can hit add to website, and that'll then add it to the list of widgets. And obviously we don't need this, so you can just close that. It's asking us if we want to upgrade, and the light version is enough for this. It only allows you one widget though, okay? So if you need multiples and you want to display multiple things from Elfsight, you do need to pay at least $5 a month to get 3 widgets, for example. So if I close that, and you can see there it is now. It's an untitled widget at the moment. And if I hit this add to website button where I've got it, that allows me to select the light pan. If I just hit that button, and then this little window here is what you need, and that's the code that we're after. Okay, so all you've got to do to copy it, like it says there, is just click it, single click once, and it gives you a confirm message that it's copied. And then you'll need to embed this code into your Squarespace site. Okay, so if you go back now to your website editor into edit mode and think about like where you want it to appear, for example, typically you'd want this maybe on a home page or on a banner on its own, or, whatever. But just for today's example, I'm going to put it down here. And then you're going to go to add block here in the top left. And then you're going to select the code block there. I'm going to drag it down into position, centralize it about there. And then once you click that little pencil button to edit, you can then replace this little standard message that's there. And I give it a click. And then I just usually select all with a single click in there and then paste the code in there. As you can see, it says script disabled there at the moment. That's not a big problem. And for whatever reason, this widget doesn't display in the edit mode for a site. So you can see that when you hit done and go back and look at your site in preview mode and go down there our countdown timer is. So for whatever reason, you can see now when I go back into edit mode and I scroll down that it just won't display. And it's not that we need it to display in that mode. You can't really edit any of the settings. It's just a code block, so that doesn't really matter to me. It may be different on your version. I'm on a Mac, I'm using Safari, depending what browser you're in maybe. But when I hit done and then go back just again, you can see when I scroll down, there is our countdown timer widget. And that concludes our video tutorial. So don't forget as well, before you go, give a click to that link in the description for this video, which will take you to a free trial version of the Squarespace website editor. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more tutorials and reviews and stuff like this, then you can subscribe to the channel and give us a like. And if you've got any specific questions or requests for videos or anything like that, leave that as a comment down below. Thank you very much.